The model line of the Chinese concern BAIC has not only its own Wrangler, which is called the BJ40, but also its own Geländewagen. This is a mid-size frame SUV BJ80, which looks very much like the legendary G-Class and which has been offered in China in this form since 2015. However, the Chinese have not achieved any serious success, with only about 3,700 cars sold. Another attempt was made in the summer of 2020. Then the model was modernized by adding a V-shaped 6 to the range of engines. They offered a new automatic transmission, and this is not counting the massive minor improvements in equipment that made the car more civilian. In the home market, the BJ80 SUV is sold under Beijing brand. The manufacturer decided to conquer export markets with the name BAIC, which will be shown off on the front of the radiator grille and on the back of the spare tire cover. This car has a classic frame design, its front suspension is an independent double wishbone, and a continuous axle suspended on springs is installed at the rear. Attempts by Chinese designers to copy the look of the German G-Class led to the fact that the BAIC BJ80 2023 acquired the same square body with vertical doors, flat windows, and characteristic wheel arches. A similar approach also predetermined the choice of the shape of the optics, round in front and rectangular at the back. The roof, the plastic of the bumpers, and the shape of the steps at the thresholds turned out to be very similar. Nevertheless, the Chinese Geländewagen does not look expensive like the original, and inside the car this feeling only intensifies. The creators of the BAIC BJ80 2023 SUV decided to copy the interior of the Geländewagen. However, they did it in 2014 when the German SUV had a massive central pillar with many different buttons, as well as an analog dashboard under a large visor. In more recent versions of the G-Class, everything is different. But in the Chinese BJ80, the front panel architecture remains the same. The central part is given over to a large block of buttons, and the small display of the media system and the digital display 10.25-inch, by the way, may appear in the recess of the tidy for an extra charge. In the decoration of the seats, artificial leather, and on the dashboard and door cards you can find only plastic and a poor aluminum-like decor. The power steering is hydraulic and brakes are ventilated disc brakes on all four wheels. By the way, the SUV version with a V6 engine is equipped with low-profile tires 20-inch, which reduces the ground clearance by 20 mm up to 215 mm. BAIC BJ80 with 280 horsepower acts as a top model. It also relies on an 8-speed automatic transfer case with a different low gear ratio. Full hardwired drive is standard, and the new one offers a rear cross-axle differential lock. In China, simpler modifications are offered, with 4-cylinder turbo engines with a volume of 2.3 liters, which is 231 horsepower, and with mechanical gearbox as an option. Such cars are regularly equipped with 2 airbags, air conditioning, and cruise control. In China, Beijing BJ80 SUVs are offered at prices ranging from 298,000 to 398,000 yuan. Do you think this car will be able to compete with the 500 tank or even the original G-Class? Can't wait to see your comments.